Hi, my name is Connor, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make homemade brownies. First things first, let's start out by washing our hands. Now that our hands are washed, let's go over the ingredients. As you can see, I have all the ingredients pre-measured already. So let's start off with the dry ingredients. First, you will need 2 cups of sugar, 1 3/4 cups of flour, 1/2 cup of baking cocoa, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 cup of chocolate chips. Now, for the wet ingredients, you will need to start with 5 eggs, 1 cup of canola oil, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. These are the utensils you will need to make this recipe. First, you're going to need a rubber scraper, a large mixing spoon, 1 teaspoon, 1 dry measuring cup, 1 liquid measuring cup, a large bowl, and a mixer. Before we start mixing any of our ingredients, we have to preheat our oven to 350. Now that we have our oven preheated, the first step to making homemade brownies is to mix our dry ingredients in a large bowl. So first, you're going to want to take 2 cups of sugar and put them in. Then add your 1 3/4 cups of flour. And then you want to put in your 1/2 cup of baking cocoa. And lastly, add your 1 teaspoon of salt. After you have those in the bowl, you're going to want to start mixing them up and just make them all nice and smooth together before you can put your wet ingredients in. Now that we have all our dry ingredients mixed together, we can begin adding our liquid ingredients. So first, start out by adding your 5 eggs, and then add your 1 cup of canola oil, and lastly, add your 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now that we have them all in there, we can begin beating them until they're well combined. Now let's get the pan ready for the batter. The recipe calls for grease and flour on the bottom of the pan. I'm just going to use this nonstick baking spray because it works just as well. Now that our pan is ready, we can begin putting the batter in. So when you put it in, you're going to want to make it like an even layer, so it just lays in there comfortably. And as the batter starts to get low in the bowl, you're going to want to use your rubber scraper to get the last bits of it out here. So like right now. You want to just keep pouring it on there until it's even across the whole entire surface of the pan. Now that we have our batter all set in our pan, we can begin taking our cup of chocolate chips and lightly sprinkling them on the surface of the brownies. Now that our brownies are ready to be baked, let's put them in the oven. And now we need to set the timer for 30 minutes. Now that our brownies are in the oven and baking, it's a good time to start cleaning up and washing our dishes. Now that 30 minutes has passed by, let's check to see if our brownies are finished. To see if they're all the way cooked, I'm going to use a toothpick and stick it into the very middle, and if no batter sticks to it, then it should be well done. There you have it. That's how you make homemade brownies.